Hey y'all, welcome to The Elegance. I am Tekaso. I hope y'all are doing lovely and feeling amazing. This is a reading. Okay, so I'm getting that this is another Aquemini reading. So Aquarius and Gemini. Aquarius and Gemini. And I just plugged in my microphone. T, details, okay? It's details. Okay. It's something about details, okay? I think I'm gonna do a freestyle after this. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do a freestyle after this. I'm gonna do a freestyle after this. And then I'm gonna study. Okay. So, and then I need to work out. Okay. It is Saturday, but you could have a, whatever day that you're watching this, if you're watching it today, you could have a, where you thought you would, maybe you didn't think you would have a chill day, but it's a day of, getting things done. Oh, yeah, I need to do something. I just told myself I was gonna do laundry also, so I need to do that too. I was gonna do that before I did the reading, but it's okay. Again, details, and also on point to a T came out, okay? So everything that you start to do, that you do, I hope y'all are doing lovely and feeling amazing, okay? Everything that you start to do or that you do is on point. You're doing it at the right time. Everything is on point. God always be showing me how everything is on point at the right time. Like, it's just so real. Like timing is just so on point in every single way. Like, you and God be linking up at the right times. 222. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. Okay. Come on now. So listen. Hey. Okay. All right. Loving on myself. Loving on myself. It could be worse, but thank God it's not. Like outside featuring God. Outside it's not too bright, but it's not like rainy. It's just like cloudy. But yeah, what was that? What was that? Okay. Fuck with me, ho. I don't know why I just brought in the weather. Yes, okay. Okay. All booed up. You and God be on point. I said that. I get high. Okay. Okay. Like an avalanche. An avalanche refers to Aries. Okay. Clear that shit up. Featuring God. And to a T, behind that is Satan, Texas. Okay. So you know what's up. You have the details. You understand what's up. There's no questions. You understand, okay? Not new to this. You have an understanding because you have worked to have that understanding. Kingdom come. And so now you're seeing what's up. What God told you to a T, okay? In every single way, in every single shape, and in every single form. Go tell it, okay? Know this. Okay, so listen. The last reading that I did last night is called I'm from that North. And so over time, at the end I was like, if you I like challenges, and so it's like if you do whatever, like show whatever, say whatever, talk about whatever, then you're giving yourself away. And they gonna be like, don't be on no hating shit. Like, they gonna be like, so you did that. You did that. You're owning up to it. Remember that? You played yourself. And so after that reading, God was like, yep, they gonna play themselves. And they gonna tell on themselves because they feel in ways about whatever is going on with you, whatever you're saying, because you're not saying it directly. It's not a direct thing. It's not necessarily towards them. It's whatever that it is, okay? It's whatever that it is. And so by them talking about it, showing it, sending it, sharing it, whatever, it's giving themselves away. That shit irregular. Okay. Yep, in my white tee. This reading might be long. I feel like God just told me that. 6:29. Okay. Top notch hoes. Okay. No. All right. Not giving it. Got me fucked up. It didn't work. Hoe featuring God. God proud of me. I'm switching decks. It's all about details right now. I was coming back from outside and then I stopped to wash my face. And I don't normally do that, but I stopped to wash my face. And I don't know. I stopped to do that. I don't know. Last night, because God been telling me this, but I have brown sugar. And I used just brown sugar on my face yesterday as an exfoliant. And I researched after the internet or whatever about like brown sugar on your face. And it says a few things. I think I'm gonna do it a few days out of the week and see what's up. But God told me to do it. So, you know, I didn't see any like scientific research on it per se. But it also has like glycolic acids that can help to ensure that, you know, the skin helps to be nourished as well as rejuvenate itself. It can do a few things. So that's what I saw. But God told me to do it because, you know, God be telling me to do things. And just like washing my face before I came to start this reading. And I knew I was about to do a reading whenever God told me to wash my face. Okay. And so, yeah. Justice. Temperance. Okay. 3 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. King of Wands. You could be catching up on sleep. Also, even though you are, you know, doing things, you know, you're working, you're taking care of things, you're also catching up on sleep. That's something that God is ensuring that happens, okay? Getting rested in a way that maybe you haven't been getting rest because you've been busy working, things like that. Yeah. So Justice, Temperance, 3 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, King of Wands. I'm not getting nothing yet. 2 of Swords. Seven of Swords. I feel like all of the things that you know that God is like, this is going to happen. You do this, but you already do this. But because you do this, they're going to know what's up. They cannot act like you don't know what's up. And you're showing them greatly that you know what's up. You understand what is up. You understand what is up. I was just watching a reading that I did a few days ago, and it's like the love is all real. And in that, I talk about how you have perfected the art of talking about things while also not talking about things. So you can get very personal without being personal at the same time. You can give a great amount of information without details, exactly, without the details. Like, to where, going back to the beginning, if somebody talked about, put it out there in their way, they would be giving themselves away. Because the way that you're giving off information, it's not in a way where you are being personal, but you're also giving a great amount of information. Three of Wands. And so I feel like your storytelling ability is going to come into play with the Three of Wands. Your storytelling ability is great, but I feel like you're really going to understand that and see how great you tell stories, how great you put together stories. It's something about your storytelling abilities, okay? They're great, like they are on point, okay? And so, Three of Wands is, I feel like that's what, in a way, that God been highlighting. Something about storytelling and stories, okay? Because you can have a very imaginative mind. You can piece together things very greatly. And so the way that you do that, maybe it stopped for a little bit. I don't know, in some way. Or it just went away for a little bit. And now it's coming back in a way where it's like, that shit is on point. Okay? 304, on point. Okay. So Three of Wands. King of Wands. Yeah, I feel like, oh, okay. Ty Tribbett got this song. I danced to it at church one time with praise dancers. Me and my sister were praise dancers with these other girls that we went to church with. And we danced to it's this song, not the song I'm thinking about. We got the VICTORY, that victory. Okay. So you got the victory. Okay. I think about that praise dance a lot. Like, I don't know. We did that. Like, the church was lit. The church was lit. We had the church lit. Okay. It was lit as fuck. Okay. We did that. Yeah. So listen. Whew, it was lit. Okay. So something about victory. Victory. You got the VICTORY. Ladies. 444. And then they go, I thought I was I don't know. I don't know the words, but and I sing and I belong to you. Everything I deserve got praise. I got the victory, the victory. I don't know, but Ten of Pentacles, okay, you got the victory. Literally, you got the victory. You, you got the victory. Look, there was this reading that one time. I don't think it's on this channel, but there was a reading one time where I was talking about in 2021, at the very end of 2021, I was talking about how, you are going to have. Fuck, I just lost it. Okay, you gonna have like the. If it come back, I'm on point. Ace of Cups. Okay, it's one of them readings that's gonna come back. Everything about this reading is very detailed. Okay, so hold on. 2021, the end of 2021 is significant. Okay, Page of Pentacles. I just saw the word warning when I was outside. So Page of Pentacles, warning. They got their warnings, okay? And that's what they were not trying to see with the Two of Swords. And you was like, okay, well, I'm telling you this, and listen, it's going to happen. Ten of Pentacles is going to happen because Ace of Cups, God told me, is going to, God proud of me, bitch. What's up? Yeah. Like, what's up? Yeah. And God been proud of you this whole time. I'm so serious. Like, God has been so proud of you this whole time, okay? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Things from throughout your life could be coming into play now also. Something that connects. So like how I was talking about praise dancing. I grew up praise dancing, but dancing as a whole, like formal dancing. You know, ballet, tap, jazz, all that. Different dance teachers, but we did many performances. Yeah, different places, different locations, different states. Yeah, so you could have some understanding about something coming into play from throughout your whole life, okay? Something. And it was greatly throughout your whole life. It has been something that has been something throughout your whole life. Since you were a child all the way up to now. It is something that is still there, okay? Dance for me is still something that is still there. Like, I love dance in every single way. Every single way. It never stops for me. It never stops for me. God has ensured that I would be able to dance my whole life, okay? And I love God for that. Six of Pentacles. Like I have a card. I can dance all night. Exactly. So Six of Pentacles. Whatever it is that, it could be that, but whatever it is that is a trend throughout your whole life, okay? I just got like trend, like chart, like, you know, math, statistics, okay? So on a chart or in statistics, statistics-wise, statistically, this is a trend for you. This is something that is always there. It's a constant. And so it's always there. It's a trend. And so statistics could be something important, math, but statistics. God told me last night, STEM. STEM is coming through. Science, technology, math, engineering. No. Science, technology, engineering, math. STEM. Okay. So STEM could be coming through for you. Six of Pentacles. Whatever it is, this trend, okay? It was something that people were focusing on in a way where they were like, this is how, going back to a reading or two or whatever from yesterday, but one in particular where it's like they wanted to say, I own you. Okay. I own you, and you know, you're going to pay me because of that trend that you do. Okay. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. And so, because of this trend that you do and have done, they work to understand you on that level or something. Nine of Wands, but really couldn't understand or figure it out. Queen of Pentacles, and was like, how do they do that? How are they like that? How are they like that? Page of Cups. And so they were not able to understand. The understanding has never came. They have never understood how you have been able to have this trend in your life this whole time. And how it is like that. And yeah, okay. Eight of Cups. And so they were like, okay, so 10 of Cups, we're going to, I'm gonna go figure something out. Okay, they was like, okay, I'm gonna go figure something out. Because this trend is something that I don't want them to do. Okay, Nine of Swords. Like, I want the trend to stop. Okay, like the trend needs to stop. I need them to stop this trend. They don't need to be trending anymore. It doesn't need to be a constant thing for them at all anymore. Okay. To where it's something where you were like, oh my God, I don't do that no anymore. I can't do that anymore. Okay. Six of Wands. And so they have understood in whatever ways that this trend for you is something that other people understand also. Okay. They can see it, they can understand it, they know that you do that. Okay. And so Two of Wands, this made them take action. Three of Cups. And they was like, okay, we did it. I feel like God about to go back because it was just a jump. And so there's something missing. Again, details. And God don't miss out on details. So there's something that we gonna get back to, but it's somewhere in there, okay? And at the bottom of this is Three of Swords, which is like, they like, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so we're gonna get to that, but it's not here right now. So the Lovers, they were like, okay, so it worked. We did it. Queen of Wands. And they were like, yeah, we did that. We did it. We did it. Five of Pentacles. And so at some point, I mean, he on crutches, so, you know, it could have been something where you were, you know, injured in whatever ways, whatever that means, an injury took place, okay? The definition of injury. I should know this, but let me see. The definition of injury. A physical or mental harm or damage caused to a person or organism. Okay, yeah. So, physical or mental harm or damage caused to a person or organism. So, whatever it is, that, okay? And so, strength. You worked hard to build yourself back up, okay? 5 of Swords. And the way that you built yourself back up, they were like, wait, what? You was shitting on them, okay? 3 of Pentacles. They watched you get your strength back, okay? King of Pentacles. They watched you get your strength back immensely, okay? King of Cups. They watched you win, okay? Come on now. They watched you win. Knight of Pentacles. 6, 5, 7. They said, okay. So, they got more skills than us. They do more shit than us. They can beat us. We don't know how to win because it's not us. Okay, 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords. They was like, okay, so what do we do next? How do we do this? Oh. And then they was like, okay, so look, we could talk to evil. Okay. 10 of Swords. Evil will do it. Evil will do it. 4 of Wands. They said evil will do it. Okay. The Sun. Evil will do it. Yes. Evil will do it. Let's do that. 5 of Wands. And so, whatever that means, okay? Let me look up the definition of evil. Evil. Evil generally refers to something that is morally wrong, bad, or wicked. It can also describe things that are harmful, injurious, or associated with misfortune and suffering. In essence, evil often involves actions or intentions that cause harm or diminish the well-being of others. Okay. Sinful, wicked, and evil impulse. Arising from imputed bad character. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The Star. And so they thought of many evil ways to fuck you up. Page of Wands. And so they went from thoughts to whatever actions, okay? Judgment. And so these actions, the Moon, were understood. And I used like seeing, okay? Understood. These actions were understood. They were seen. They were understood, okay? Ace of Wands. They did not know that other people, person, whoever, understood their actions. Page of Swords. They thought they were just doing it and nobody knew. Okay. The Emperor. And so Eight of Swords. I feel like they have always understood that you were somebody great, okay? They have always understood that. Always understood that. Eight of Swords is like the whole time they have been like, why am I doing this? Okay. The Magician. Like, why am I doing this? I'm doing everything possible to do this. Why am I doing this? The Fool. But they still kept going. The Chariot kept going. Okay? And so, Knight of Wands, they were like, okay, at some point, I have to stop. Four of Pentacles, okay? So at some point, I have to stop. And so Four of Pentacles, they was like, okay, but I can't stop until I get everything. Knight of Cups. And so now God is going to bring through the what the everything is, okay? Eight of Wands. And this is coming through fast. The Tower, okay? Okay. And so the Empress. Nine of Cups. Queen of Swords. Four of Cups. Six of Swords. That's all they wanted away. So, fine. You're fine. And Empress is fine as fuck. They didn't want you to be fine as fuck anymore. They didn't want you to have stability. They didn't want you to have knowledge. And they wanted you to beg and have to beg. 333. Okay? Beg for money. Seven of Pentacles. Beg for money. Beg for things. Going back to the Six of Pentacles. They wanted to own you. They wanted you to beg. They wanted you to be like, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. Can you give me this? Can you give me that? Can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? 344. Six of Cups. So that way they can say, oh yes, I'm giving this to you. 10 of Wands. And so they put in work just for that. The Hermit. That's what God is revealing. Okay. You might have an understanding about who right now. Seven of Cups. And so I feel like the point now is where they are like, okay, so I have to do so much. I have to do so much. It's kind of going to the Three of Swords where they like, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I wanted that. Because all of the work that they have to do is just so much. But they wanted you to beg. They wanted you to have to go to them and, ask and ask and ask and beg. But they don't like the fact that they have to provide and provide and provide. Okay. The World card. It could be people. I know I just said you could have a person understanding, but you could have people understanding. You could have some big understanding also with the World card. You could have some big understanding, okay? And so, they don't like the fact that they have to provide and provide and provide and provide. And that people have to beg and beg and beg and beg. That you have to, or whoever has to beg and beg and beg and beg and beg. That's on their understanding, okay? I don't know for sure if that's exactly what it is though, okay? But this is inside them, okay? So they don't like it because it's just so much for them. It's just 629 again. It's just so much for them. Five of Cups, they hate it. They hate it. That's on God, the Hierophant. They hate it. And God is like, exactly. So why you wanted that? Wheel of Fortune, why did you want that? Why did you do that? What? Why you do that then? The High Priestess, okay? And so you can have some great understanding about all of this, okay? 8 of Pentacles. You have an understanding about what they did to make you be on the I want them to beg and beg and beg and I want to own them and I own them and all of this. You understand that. 9 of Pentacles. You understand how they did not want you to be out here thriving, living beautifully, being beautiful, all of that. Ace of Swords. You understand, okay? And so Death card. Changes are happening now. Queen of Cups. Because despite whatever the fuck, you have still been out here beautifully, okay? And so 2 of Cups. They wanted what they wanted. They have wanted what they have wanted. However, they did it through evil ways. Knight of Swords. And so now all that evil is coming back. 832 H-Town. Ace of Pentacles. And God told them that this would come. Warning, going to the word that God be showing me outside. Warning. Warning. They got their warnings. They got their understanding. But it was a warning. Don't do that. And so King of Swords, they can never say they didn't know this would come back on them. The Hangman, they can never say that. They're stuck in that understanding. They are stuck because they went with evil. Just to say that they wanted some shit. Like, yeah, I want them to do that. I want them to beg. I want to own them. Okay. And now they're saying what's up. And it's like, okay. So, do you like it? No, exactly. So then why you do that? Why did you do that? Like they have hated it this whole time. no matter what it looks like on the outside. They have hated it this whole time. They dislike it this whole time. This whole time. They have hated it, okay? Because it is so much work for them. But it's like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You just said, I'm gonna do this. I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it. I shouldn't do it, but I'm gonna do it. Because I just wanna be the person in charge. Okay. Well, once you're the person in charge, you have a great responsibility. You have a lot of responsibility. You have to, make decisions. You have to tell people what's up in whatever ways, but a lot of ways, you have a great responsibility. You have to be an example on whatever levels, in many ways, whatever ways that you choose, but you have to be an example. You have to be great in your understanding about what you're doing, how you're doing it. You have to really understand what you're doing. And so if you go into it not having an understanding about what you're doing, then it's like, why are you doing it? And so, no, they never had an understanding about what they were doing. They just said, we're going to do this. They never did research. They never educated themselves in whatever ways about what they were stepping into, what they were getting themselves into, okay? And so it did not work. And God told them that. And you, people like you, are out here on some yep in my white tee. That's on Travis Scott, the Travis Scott version from Franchise. Not yep in my not white tee by them Franchise boys. It came out like that, okay? So top notch hoes, cause you top notch. That shit irregular. Got it. And so they were like, okay, so it's irregular that they're so top notch. How are they top notch and on point like that? How are they like that? How are they like that? Because you didn't play yourself out here, you weren't on no hating shit. They knew this, okay? They understood that. You put in work, okay? Like you understood what you were doing, okay? And so they was like, okay, so I have to figure something out. Like an avalanche, and take that away. Get rid of that, okay? And so because God said, I'm here. Don't worry about it. I got them. Don't worry about it. I got them. The kingdom come. The kingdom has came, okay? And God like, what then? What's up? Not new to this, okay? And they're not new to the understanding of God being real, okay? It's like, clear that shit up, featuring God. Satan, Texas. And so at this point now, not only is God taking care of shit out here, real shit, they are also being forced to take care of shit and fix shit up that they was doing in Satan, Texas. Because they said, oh, it's lovely here. It's so good here. I love this evil. I love being evil. But they had to go to a certain place in order to do that. It wasn't fully them. It wasn't fully a part of them. They had to go to a certain place in order to do this. I get high. Okay. Yes. It could be like they had to take in substances. They had to do something like that in order to be evil. They aren't just evil. They had to have certain things, you know, artillery, weapons, things like that in order for them to be evil. That that pushes them to do it. They're not just evil by themselves. They need other things in order to really do this, in order to really go there. They use other mechanics, other things added on. And that's what fully made them evil. But them by themselves, not evil. All boot up. Okay. So, yo boo, okay? Yo boo, okay? Whoever this is for you, they understand all that, okay? And I mean everything that I just went through in the reading. They understand all that, okay? To a T. They understand all of that, okay? And so it's like, fuck with me, ho. Fuck with me, ho. Yeah, what was that? And so they could do things or have been doing things out here that addresses all of that. And so it could be worse, but thank God it's not featuring God. And so they understand what the worst is. They understand how it could be worse. They understand the worst. Maybe personally, they understand the worst. Whatever the worst is of somebody's evil. Maybe you also can. And so both of y'all can understand the worst together. Okay. Like whatever the worst is. 47, yeah. Y'all understand the worst together. Whether y'all understand this about each other or not, y'all understand the worst. Okay. And so I feel like because you understand the worst, loving on myself, you exude love because you understand the worst. And so, hey, it's like, that's why, you know, people could be confused. They could be questioning, like, why you out here like that? Despite whatever actions that have been taken upon you, okay, taken against you. It's like you understand the worst. And the worst is the fucking worst. You can't get worse than worse, you know? Worst is worse. The worst is worse. And so because you understand the worst, then it's like, let me look up worse. What does that mean? Worse is the comparative form of the adjective bad, meaning more inferior, unpleasant, or undesirable than anything else. No, than something else. It can also be used as a comparative adverb, signifying a situation or action being done in a less favorable or skillful manner. Signifying a situation or action being done in a less favorable or skillful manner. Yeah. Like, more unpleasant or painful. The punishment was worse than I expected. Exactly. And so you understand the worst. You have been through the worst. You have seen the worst. You understand what worse is. You, like, I feel like you greatly understand the worst. Okay. On a condition level. Like a worse condition. A worse condition. You understand the worst. On a situation level, you understand the worst. On an action level, no. So on a condition level and on a situation level, you understand the worst. Okay? To a T. Okay? Look. Okay? Okay. And so you understand the worst. Let me look up. Okay, so Aquemini, the song by OutKast, it says, even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die, horoscopes often lie, and sometimes why, nothing is for sure, nothing is for certain, nothing lasts forever, but until they close the curtain, it's him and I, Aquemini. I love this song so much. Yeah. Now is the time to get on, like Spike Lee said. Get on that bus, go get your work, and keep your beeper chirping is a must. Is you on that dust or cornstarch? Familiar with that smack, man? Keep your beeper chirping. Let's get on the bus, go get your work. Now's the time to get on, like Spike Lee said. Wake up. Exactly. Get on the bus, go get your work. Like, get on it. And keep your beeper chirping as a must. Answer the phone when a true nigga call. Okay. And is you on that dust or cornstarch? Familiar with that smack, man? I said they only know evil if they on some shit. The music is like that green stuff provided to you by Segman. Like taking it in like weed. Pac-Man, how in the fuck do you think we gonna do that, man? Riding around Old National on 18s without no gap, man. I'm strapped, man, and ready to bust on any nigga like that, man. Me and my nigga, we roll together like Batman and Robin. We prayed together through hard times and swung hard when it was fitting. And now we tapping the brakes from all them corners that we be bending in Volkswagens and Bonnevilles, Chevrolets, and Coupe de Villes. If you ain't got no rims, nigga, don't get no wood grain. Steering wheel, for real. You can get on, chill out. You can go on, chill out, and still build. Let your paper stack instead of going into overkill. Pay your fucking beeper bill, bitch. I said, answer the phone when a true nigga call. Okay. Huh. Wow. Okay. So it's something about you and somebody where y'all ride hard together. Like hard together like shit. I feel like you and God, yes, but God is talking about a human person, okay? And so, cause this song, they bring in God in a few ways. However, they also are talking about, OutKast, Andre 3000, and Big Boy, and how they go hard for each other like that. Okay, And so it's him and I, Aquemini. Twice upon a time there was a boy who died and lived happily ever after. But that's another chapter. Twice upon a time there was a boy who died, and he talking about him and I, Aquemini. Whoa. There was a boy who died. They understand the worst. And lived happily ever after. But that's another chapter. Live from home of the brave with dirty dollars, beauty parlors, and baby bottles, and bowling ball and parlors, and street scholars majoring in culinary arts. You know how to work bread, cheese, and dough from scratch, but see, the catch is you can get caught. Know what you selling, what you bought. So cut that big talk. Let's walk to the bridge, meet me halfway. Now you may see some children dead off in the pathway. And they didn't live happily ever after. It's them poor babies walking slowly to the candy lady. It's looking bad. Need some hope, like the words maybe, if, or probably. More than a hobby, when my turntables get wobbly, they don't fall. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't drift. I'm talking gift. So when it comes, you never look the horse inside its grill. Of course you know, I feel like the bearer of bad news. Don't wanna be it, but it's needed, so what have you. No, now question, is every nigga with the dreads for the cause? Is every nigga with gold for the fall? Is every nigga with golds for the fall? Nah. So then, what the fuck? So don't get caught up in appearance. It's OutKast, Aquemini, another black experience. Why can I not talk? Okay. More than a hobby. When my turntables get wobbly, they don't fall. Understanding the worst. I get through this shit, no matter what. I'm sorry, y'all, I don't drift. I'm talking gift from God. So when it comes, you never look the horse inside its grill. Of course, you know I feel like the bearer of bad news. Don't want to be it, but it's needed, so what have you. He understand what the fuck he talking about, and he like, what's up? I'ma tell you what's up. Listen or don't. Just know I gave you your warnings. Okay. Don't wanna be it, but it's needed, so what have you. Exactly. Like, he like, look, I mean, you know, Andre 3K out here, you know, he is who he is. He doesn't like the spotlight. He's never liked the spotlight. And he has talked about that greatly or whatever. And so that's very personal about him coming through. But he's also like a gift. He said, I often drift. I'm talking gift. And then he bring it back. Don't want to be it, but it's needed. So what have you. Either you listen or you don't. I'm the gift. I'm telling you what's up. I'm bringing the information. You could look at it as bad, but I'm here to tell you about evil, the worst. Okay. So now question, is every nigga with dreads for the cause? Is every nigga with golds for the fall? Nah, that's real. Because, okay, whoever you and your God-given person is, okay, on an Aquemini level, okay, OutKast level, another black experience level, okay, Y'all are for the cause. You understand that, okay? And now question is, every nigga with dreads for the cause? They might not, I mean, they could, but they might not, just like you, they might not necessarily look like they're down. You know? Okay? They might not look like they down for the cause. Or that's what other people could think. I feel like you understand. You have some understanding. Is every nigga with golds for the fall? Nah. Like, they have the look in whatever ways. Okay? But they're down for the cause. And it's like, so don't get caught up in appearance. It's OutKast, Aquemini, another Black experience. And so, ooh, I'm gonna use that. That's the title. Okay, so don't get caught up in appearance. It's OutKast, Aquemini, another Black experience. I really love going over lyrics in the readings because International Players Anthem, when I did that, especially Big Boy part, that shit helped me record. I'm so serious. Because they be speaking fast as fuck. And so, or rapping fast as fuck. And so it's like, and they make it sound so, like, that part that I'm saying right now is Andre 3000's part. And he say it so fast. Like, the first part was Big Boy. He start off the song. Or, even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die off the line. That's like them together, okay? It's more so Andre 3000 and then like other voices in the back, something like that. But like a Black experience. It's giving a Black experience on that part. Wow. And then it goes to when he said this part. Exactly. It makes sense why he did that part. Okay. But after I did that, it helped me record. Like, it helped me say shit easily, way more easily. So I'm happy God be, you know, making me dissect lyrics in readings, because it's like, it do a lot for me. But also, I just love doing this. It's so good, especially songs that I just love so much. Like, when I discovered Aquemini, I was like, oh my God. I think I discovered it for the first time it was in 2016. 2016, so almost 10 years ago. And I have been in love ever since. And I did, like, usually it's a smoking song because you can listen to it very greatly. So I have smoked to it very, like, many times. I was smoking when I first heard it and it came on. And I was like, wow. Me and the person I was smoking with, we was like, wow. We ain't never heard no song like this. And this is OutKast. Like, neither one of us heard this song before. And so we discovered it at the same time. Let's walk to the bridge, meet me halfway. Okay. My eyes went there after I just said that. Like, we discovered this song at the same time while smoking. Let's walk to the bridge, meet me halfway. Now you may see some children dead off in the pathway. That makes sense. Let's walk to the bridge, meet me halfway. Know what you selling, what you bought, so cut that big talk. Like, he was telling who he talking to. Like, this will be going on. This what you could see. I done been through the worst. I understand what's up. And so you can understand what's up too. And I can let you know. And so meet me halfway. Let's walk to the bridge. Meet me halfway. So when it comes, you never look the horse inside its grill. Of course, you know, I feel like the bearer of bad news. Don't want to beat it, but it's needed. So what have you? Now questioning, is every nigga with dreads for the cause? Is every nigga with gold for the fall? Nah, so don't get caught up in appearance. It's OutKast, Aquemini, another black experience. Let's walk to the bridge, meet me halfway. Okay, so I don't know, but it's something about you and people, you and this person, you and whoever, somebody, people, y'all have a lot of similar understandings, but you also, because he's saying, let's walk to the bridge. Let's walk to the bridge. Meet me halfway. Because he's saying like we already right here with it, but then it's like, meet me halfway. Like he's encouraging them to meet him so he can show further what's up. So there's already an understanding somewhere. There's already an understanding. And you're encouraging in some way to show it's looking bad, need some hope. You're showcasing some shit and telling people, a person, like, meet me halfway. So that way they can see it too. They can understand that more than a hobby, when my turntables get wobbly, they don't fall. How you out here and why you out here like this. I'm sorry, y'all. I often drift. I'm talking gift. How you a gift from God. So when it comes, you never look the horse inside its grill. Of course, you know I feel like the bearer of bad news. Don't want to be it. Don't want to be it. But it's needed. So what have you? Okay. So it's like you're showcasing. I feel like it came out in the reading, but it's like something more. You are giving the understanding on a full level about your black experience. Okay? It's OutKast, Aquemini, another black experience. Because they were caught up in appearance. Because you got the look of whatever you got. It's like you got the look, but you also down. Like, you have the look, but you're also down. You're not against this other person who is your boo or whatever that God is, like, that's your person. That's your Aquemini. That's your another black experience, and y'all share that. Y'all look the part, but people can also get caught up in appearance also at the same time, because I said y'all fine, you fine. Like, fine, okay? Fine is a different level of look out here, okay? And so you are fine in every single level. But you fine in a way where you can be down for the cause. They can be down for the cause. And you can be fine as fuck doing it. And I feel like that's where people got you fucked up. Like, you look like what you look like. You fit the image of another black experience. But then you really give them a black experience with you being down for the cause. Like being an outcast. You give no fucks about being an outcast. You say what you say. You do what you do. You showcase what you showcase. You say, this is it. Like, look at this shit. Look at what we gotta be around. Look at what we gotta experience. Like, you understand the worst. You have died once upon a time. And so you also living happily ever after, because you can give Aquemini both sides, every side, but both sides. You are who you are. You look like what you look like. You do what you do. And that's where people had you fucked up with. It's like they weren't paying attention to the details. Like, they were focused on appearance. Like, oh, you look cute. If you're a baddie, you know, if you want to be in that category or something, sure. Sure. I want to say you fine, though. And I feel like fine is it's not in no other category. It's fine, okay? And so you are fine out here. You have the fine aspect about you. You are fine. Everything about you fine as fuck, okay? Every detail. You are fine, okay? It's just like that. You fine as fuck, okay? And so that has always been noticed. That has always been understood. That's your trend. That's a trend about you. That is your trend, being fine. It has never been not a thing. It has always been a constant. That is the trend. It came through. Okay. And so they got caught up greatly in appearance. But then, and I feel like now, but maybe before then, they were like, now question, is every nigga that's fine for the cause? Is every nigga with golds for the fall? Nah. But the answer is really yes. I can't think of another word for golds, because I feel like gold is you also. I mean, gold. I don't know. I'm just saw that. So gold is something about you also. I know he talking about, you know, grills or whatever, but okay. You top notch. Exactly. Okay. And I mean on every single level. And this is what they are truly finding out now. Like, you got it in every single way, shape, and form, okay? You express yourself fine as fuck. You look fine as fuck. Your tastes, whatever you enjoy out here, 344, 346 H-Town, you fine as fuck. It's fine as fuck, okay? Everything about you. The way that you do everything, fine as fuck, okay? It's the way you smell, whatever you put on your body, fine as fuck. The way you cleanse yourself, fine as fuck. The way you take care of yourself, fine as fuck, okay? The category is fine. That's it. Everything about you. If it's not fine, it's not you, okay? And so I choose you, okay? That's why they was like, we have to ensure that it's twice upon a time there was a boy who died. My bitch a choosy lover. My bitch a choosy lover, never fuck without a rubber. Okay? And okay, it's right after. It's OutKast, Aquemini, another black experience. Okay? Yeah. And I said it at the same time that my eyes went to that. Bang. All right. And so that shit over, done no more. Because you understand what you need to understand. Love is real. I said that reading. Boom. Yes. Big ass yes. Hey. They met you halfway. You got them to meet you halfway to show them what's up. And now they're like, that's wild. You are you. You know all that. You look like that. You talk like that. You sound like that. You walk like that. You dress like that. You that. And you also know all this other shit. You also know all of that. Like, also, God talked to you like that? Yeah. 629. Yeah. It's literally like that. They don't know shit about this. That's a card. They don't know shit about this. Okay? Like, I mean, they don't know shit. But the thing is, all they had to do was pay attention. They weren't paying attention. They were focusing on appearance only. And you a real nigga through and through. Up and down, all around. Okay? Look. God. Okay. God, I almost just, like, it's a shout out. It's just a shout out to, you know, a nigga in Miami. That's it. A deep shout out to a nigga in Miami, because I used to, he was a staff member in college, and I met him whenever he first came to the school or whatever, because I was real involved or whatever. And whenever he came through, okay? Like, I understood that he was about to, like, come through, because one of the organizations I was in or whatever, they was telling me about him. And so when I met him, I was like, oh, yes. I don't know. It was just something about him. Like, whenever I understood, like, they were telling me about him, and then I feel like they told all of us in this one group or whatever, like, they had told all of us, but they introduced me to him whenever he got there. But he, like, they said his name, and I was like, ooh. And then they was talking about him, like, a little bit, and I was like, ooh, I can't wait to meet him. And then when I met him, I was like, yep. And so after that, I would always, like, ensure that I, like, saw him, like, go talk to him, whatever he was doing on campus. I was there. Like, I was like, yes, yes, yes. Because the things that he did also, it, like, you know, made you think. It, like, gave you nourishment in many different ways. And even our talks, like, it would provide a lot of information. Like, I don't know, it just did a lot. So it was just a nice thing. So shout out to Mr. Miami, okay? Because it's just like that. Yeah. It's like that. It's like, wow. I don't know. I'm thinking about that right now. He just popped up in my mind. So I'm gonna give a big shout out. Also, Mr. Jamaica. He's Jamaica and also Mr. Miami. So, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah. I want to know, I think the reading is done. I just saw him, be ready on some regal shit, okay? The money growing, the money flowing. I want you around featuring God. This ain't it. I'm gonna need y'all to start asking some questions. The money growing, the money flowing. Don't be dumb. I knew that shit. So proud. I choose you. Right in front of your fucking face. I be fucking it up. This ain't it. Wake up feeling lovely. Okay, not new to this. Give me my shit, give me my shit, give me my shit. Don't even try. I be fucking it up. This ain't it. It could be worse, but thank God it's not. Tell me something good. I feel like because you have an understanding of the worst, it's like it's just, you know, I have this reminder, and it's like, and I've had this since 2020, maybe 2019, but I think 2020. But it comes like every morning or whatever. I put it for every morning, so it's always there. And then I, you know, read it, complete it, and be like, okay. But it's like, life is only gonna get better because I ain't got time for that worse shit. Okay? And so it's just like that. It's like, I ain't got time because I already understand whatever the fuck the worst shit is. And so I don't have time. And so it's just like that. It's like, I don't have time for worse. Whatever the fuck worse is, I don't. Love is real, okay? This ain't it. Yes. This was on the floor this morning. I miss you. I love you. Okay, I love you. That's what's up. That's what's up. I feel like that's how I've never said it like that, but that's how it just came. That's what's up. That's what's up. Look, whoever the fuck know about whatever the fuck they need to know, it's just like that. They understand. And so it's just like that. Okay? It's just like that. I choose a yo. Put your lighters up. A real nigga. You getting chose. Because you a real nigga. Okay? I miss you. They miss you. They love you. Okay? Deep in the darkness, they understand you understand the worst. And y'all them out here. Just like that. Y'all give no fucks. Where are the fucks to give? Nowhere. Nowhere. Okay? Let's take a long walk. Okay? Featuring God. To a T. Okay. Let's take a long walk. Okay. And I was just talking about, he talked about in this song, oh my God. Let's walk to the bridge. Meet me halfway. Wow. Let's walk to the bridge. Meet me halfway. Look how God be doing this shit. Come on now. Okay, come on now. Come on now. All right. Okay. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's walk to the bridge. Meet me halfway. Let's take a long walk to see what's up, so I can tell you what's up, so you can understand that God is real, so you can understand that love is real, so you can understand shit is real out here, that I'm a real nigga, that they a real nigga, that God a real nigga. What's up? Welcome to the Black experience. Let's smoke, bitch. You played yourself. Did that. Come on now. I just did that. Cinderella, let's go. I just did that. Come on now. I always been here. From nothing to something. Let's take a long walk. I feel like I'm about to go into, I was wondering if I was going to go into the rest of the song. So, after the okay, because the okay came out in the cards also. So, even the sun goes down. Heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie. And sometimes why? Nothing is for certain. Nothing is, no. I'm stuck on that why. Because it's not why, W-H-Y, it's why. Horoscopes often lie, and sometimes why? Even the sun goes down, heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie, and sometimes why? Nothing is for sure, nothing is for certain. These niggas, X and Y, Men have X and Y chromosomes. STEM, come on now. Look at the science coming together. All right, so listen. Sometimes why even these niggas be lying. And he learned that and understood. Even his close people around him that are him, that look like him, you know, they're his same gender, whatever, they also lie. Nothing is for sure. Nothing is for certain. Nothing lasts forever. It's him and I, Aquemini. Oh, but until they close the curtain, it's him and I, Aquemini. And then in the song, it goes, because I'm hearing it now, it's like a symbol. No, it's not a symbol. It could be like a symbol, like the instrument, the symbol. Or it's, it is a, because it goes, nope, nope, fuck. It's a triangle. That's it. It's a triangle. And it's like the way that they hitting it, it's like, I don't know. But it's like they hit it at the right points to, and they dragging it, but the sound is also trailing the way that they first hit it. Okay, it's a triangle. And so now the name is Big Boy, Daddy Fat Sex. The nigga, they like them Cadillacs. I stay down with these streets because these streets is where my folks at. Better know that some say we pro-black, but we professional. We missed a lot of church, so the music is our confessional. Get off the testicles and the nutsacks. You bust round, you bust a rhyme, we bust back. Get back for real niggas that's out here trying to spit facts. You hear that, can't come near that. Maybe you need to quit. Because Aquemini is Aquarius and Gemini run shit like this. My mind warps and bends, floats. The wind count to 10, meet the twin, Andre Ben. Welcome to the lion's den. Original skin, many men comprehend. I extend myself so you go out and tell a friend. Sin all depends on what you believing in. Faith is what you make it. That's the hardest shit since MC Ren. Alien can blend right on in with your kin. Look again, because I swear I spot one every now and then. It's happening again. Wish I could tell you when. Andre, this is Andre. Y'all just gonna have to make amends. Even the sun goes down. Heroes eventually die. Horoscopes often lie. And sometimes why? Nothing is for show, nothing is for certain, and nothing lasts forever, but until they close the curtain, it's him and I, Aquemini. Okay. And then there's this whole part after. I'm gonna go back to what Big Boy said, but after it's him and I, Aquemini, it goes into like a organ playing and shit. And it's like kinda, or that's how I hear it. I feel like it's an organ playing, like a deep, dark organ playing. And they're like, finally, Igor, we've done it. We've done it. Yes, master. Yes, master. Yes, Igor, we've done it. Uh-oh. And they both say uh-oh together. Because it's like they have the understanding that no, they did not do anything. And they worked so hard to do it that niggas still out here comprehending, still understanding. No matter what the fuck is going on, no matter what the fuck they could have did. Better know that some say we pro-black, but we professional. No matter the situation, no matter the environment, we still know what's up, especially environmentally. And he say, we missed a lot of church, so the music is our confessional. And then Andre say, no, that was Big Boy at the beginning. He say the music is like that green stuff. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all I need to say. I just needed to read all that. It makes sense. No turning back. What's good? Overcoming evil. Whoa. Fucking up the game. Bitch, you gets no love. Yay. Oh, that shit true. Okay. God. Okay. Okay. God gave me some insight about, I grew up in church, so it be in me, okay? It really do, it's whatever. But, oh my gosh, I wasn't like that in church, but listen, it's in me. That's all I'm saying. So, God gave me a name for some shit. And they already are connected in some way to some other shit. And so, I don't know, but that's it. So, I'm gonna leave it there, but I understand some shit and what they was doing in Satan, Texas, what them was doing. And now they about to understand them. Nah, they not down for the cause. Is every nigga with dreads for the cause? Is every nigga with golds for the fall? Nah, that I understand. They wasn't down. They never down. That's why they be like, you do it. You do it. Instead of me, you do it. That shit true. You do it. You do it. Yeah, you do it. You do it. You do it. Not me, you do it. Stop that shit. You do it. And I don't think that they know that people be knowing or understanding. I'm not talking about me. 3304, I mean like other people. That they should really be thinking about, but they haven't been thinking about. Yeah, you played yourself. I'm just saying, I understand. GOAT, greatest. And I understand. Oh, look. Ice cream, paint job. Yeah. The location from that song, where that song was from. Yep, is from Dallas, Texas. Yeah. Cinderella keep coming out. Listen. Cinderella. Yeah. That's a something. Yep. Like that name. That it's a symbol. It's a nickname. It's a something. Cinderella. What then? Okay. I want you around. Get the most, not the lesser. That's what they're about to experience. Yep, because of them wanting to be like, you do it, not me. And so, what I know, but what other people would understand, but what they also don't understand that other people would understand is that get ready is coming. I'm just saying. Yes. Okay. Because, there was one time And I told somebody this. The person who it was like years later, because this is the reason, mostly the reason as to why I did what I did. But, and it was just annoyance on so many levels. And I was busy. It was like I had jobs, I had class, I had organizations to tend to, I had projects, I had so many things, you know, life in many ways, life outside of school, life on so many levels that it was just like, I don't have time for this annoyance. And so block. And so what I blocked was a number that was 281-330-8004. And immediately when I first saw it, I was like, why is he using that? He is from Dallas. He's not from Houston. Why is he using that? You know, how you gonna be from Dallas using some shit that's from Houston? Like a Houston nigga. Mike Jones is from Houston. He is a Houston nigga. That's all I'm saying. That shit true. Everything I just said just is true, okay? So, yeah. It was like, what the fuck? It was so many things on top of that. I'm a Houston nigga. Like, what? I grew up, like, when that song was big as fuck, it was like, yeah, 281-330-8004. Like, would call that shit. And whether it was real or not, they picked up. Or they didn't. But they did. At some point, we all was able to get a real pickup. It was a real call, a real place at one time. So serious. And he got us to do all that. I don't know if it must have just rhymed on some very real shit. But it was a real place. And I remember calling one time and they was like, hello. And I was like, oh, that's not Mike Jones, but that's cool that he got us to do that. And that's a number that is solidified in Houston culture, Houston sound, Houston down. So it's like, yeah. So it's like, listen, if you're from Dallas, that shouldn't be a number that you should be using. You get it? Like, I'm not out here ripping. I don't rep nothing Dallas. I'm so serious. I'm from Houston. I don't rep Dallas. And I'm from Houston. You know what I'm saying? So I don't rep Dallas. Like, sure, it's cool. Sure, I listen to some music from there. I listen to some artists from there. I do. But do I rep it? Like, I don't even know what slogans y'all have, what ways of talking that y'all have. That shag shit on men, I hate it. Y'all can't dress to me like y'all don't have a style. Houston got style and culture, so it's like, I don't really know. Like, maybe South Dallas swag, I don't really feel like I dance like that. I can, you know, but I don't really feel like I do that. I feel like I dance like a Houston nigga. You know, I talk like a Houston nigga. I am from Houston, so I don't rep Dallas at all. You get it? I don't know, but boom, bitch. Yeah, coming through. That's all I'm saying. All right, bye.